Tron Legacy, a movie I'm sure you haven't thought about in a while, if at all. I myself would be lying if I didn't say I only watched it because of Daft Punk's involvement. But you can definitely tell that Daft Punk was involved because the music is awesome and the sets are great and the action is amazing. But after watching this movie, I'm left with a singular thought. This would all be much better without characters. The phrase all style no substance isn't inherently negative to me, and frankly this movie showcases that greatly. All of the best scenes, the most engaging stuff comes from when these guys stop talking and just let everything else in their world speak for themselves. The effects of this movie are honestly astounding, and the overall design of every single aspect is amazing. Like fucking Mars Needs Moms came out a whole year after this, and just the early middle part of this movie revolve around the main character's average life, and you see a lot of stuff that frankly never comes up again in any meaningful way. Pretty much in 20 minutes you learn that this guy's a little rascal. He doesn't like his father's company. He doesn't want to deal with any of this detriment because like he left him at a young age. And you also learn that he's good at bikes, and this is the Tron movie, so like, but it doesn't even end there because of course whenever he enters the simulation he has to look around and be like, oh, he used to make all these weird faces. Oh my god, is that guy just... And frankly, the fact that all of this never comes up again just makes it even weirder that the final battle ends in a plane chase, because this is the Tron movie. It's about bikes, it's about motorcycles, you know, you go vroom vroom on a motorcycle. It's the thing. Other than that, really the main villain is another one that's just really lacking. You know, his whole thing is that he's basically this like computer monitor that just takes everything completely literally. So in the beginning of the movie he's told to make the perfect world, and so he's like, okay, so I'm gonna commit some genocide. I mean, the real world, you know, resources are limited, and that's where the economy comes from, because somebody has to work so that other people can work harder and stuff like that. Inside a computer simulation you can just make more stuff. So why would the perfect world, I mean in any sense, be an authoritarian hellscape to like anybody, even like a super literal computer monitor? Also, why in the most perfect world possible would there be literal death battles where viewers watch two contestants throw discs at each other and just kill people? But sometimes those things can actually come together to service a genuinely great scene. Essentially, the main character and this computer file girl, they talk about the sun, and it's honestly kind of a nice bonding scene. I think it's also just because of where it's placed. It's sort of in between like the middle action point and like the final battle, so it feels like the calm before the storm. And you know, it's a great time to really get to know these guys before you see them like kill each other. Tron Legends is a movie. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how to feel about it. I don't think it's valueless or lacking of humanity, because the worst parts of this movie have the most human traits, but without them, you wouldn't have any stakes, and you wouldn't root for any side that could overtake the other. But maybe perhaps that's the point, because buried within its flaws, it's a very epic idea for a movie with a sonic department one could only dream of. Because today, tomorrow, the future, you should be human, and you should make mistakes. You should stumble, because you can always talk about the sun. Isn't that nice?